Hey guys, right here I have a 2015 Honda HR-V 1.8e. And today I'm going to make a startup and full vehicle tour video of it, show you the features inside and out. So here is the key fob. Let's go ahead and start it up first. The HR-V 1.8e does come standard with Honda's version of a smart keyless entry and start system. So just have the key fob on yourself. The car is currently unlocked. Press this black button to lock the car. 3 beeps indicate that the car is locked. And to unlock the car, just tap the area behind the door handles. 1 beep indicates that the car is unlocked. With that smart keyless entry comes keyless start as well. Just make sure the key fob is inside the car. To start, put your foot on the brake and press the red start button to the left of the steering wheel. The second generation HR-V comes with an electric rack and pinion power steering system. The 1.8e gets a urethane wrapped steering wheel. Only one transmission is available for the HR-V in Malaysia. This said transmission is a continuously variable transmission, otherwise known as CVT. CVT is basically an automatic transmission with an infinite number of gear ratios that allows drivers to have a smoother ride and at the same time lowering the fuel consumption. This transmission does have sport mode and low gear mode. Shifting into reverse activates the standard rear parking sensors. Safety features of the HR-V 1.8e includes 2 airbags, anti-lock braking system with electronic brake force distribution and brake assist, emergency stop signal, vehicle stability assist, hill start assist, an alarm system with immobilizer, and ISOFIX child seat anchor points for the rear seats. Alright, let's turn on the hazards, lights, front and rear fog lights, take a look at the engine, and roll down the driver's side window. All variants of the HR-V in Malaysia gets the same 16-inch 5 twin-spoke alloy rims wrapped in Bridgestone Turanza ER370 215/60 R16 tires. The brakes are ventilated discs in front and solid discs out back. The suspension comprises of McPherson struts in front and a torsion beam rear setup. The first generation HR-V was on sale between 1999 and 2006. It was available as either a 3 or 5-door mini crossover, and it was based on the Honda logo, which is the predecessor to the Honda Jazz and Fit. The second generation HR-V was first unveiled in Japan in 2013 as the Honda Vezel. The Vezel name is restricted to the Japanese market only, while the rest of the world gets it as the HR-V. The Chinese market also gets a version of the HR-V or Vezel twins called the XR-V. However, the XR-V does differ quite a bit from the original car. Anyhow, the HR-V, the Vezel and the XR-V are all based on the Honda Jazz or Fit platform. The HR-V is designed to compete with other B-segment crossovers such as the Peugeot 2008, the Nissan Juke, the Skoda Yeti, and the Fiat 500X. Depending on the market, petrol or diesel engines are available, as is manual or CVT transmissions. The HR-V in Malaysia is powered by Honda's R18A1 1.8 litre single overhead cam, 16 valves, naturally aspirated inline-4 engine with Honda's i-VTEC technology. This engine produces 140 horsepower at 6500 RPM and 172 Nm of torque at 4300 RPM. With a 50-litre fuel tank, combined fuel consumption for the HR-V 1.8 is 5.6 litres per 100 kilometers. Carbon dioxide emissions is 155 grams per kilometer, and the HR-V is front-wheel drive. The 2015 HR-V made its Malaysian debut earlier this year in February. 3 variants are available, all powered by the same engine and transmission combo. There is the base 1.8S, the mid-range 1.8E, and the top-of-the-line 1.8V. There are styling kits for the HR-V in Malaysia if owners wish to spruce up their ride. Exterior features of the HR-V 1.8E includes automatic manual leveling halogen reflector headlights, halogen daytime running lights, front and rear fog lights, LED rear lights, rear parking sensors, indicators on the side mirrors, and body-colored door handles and side mirrors. You do have your speaker down there together with a bottle holder and a bit of storage. And right up here you do have your mirror controls, window lock, central locking, and your window controls. Only the driver's side is fully automatic in both directions. Right here you do have your Econ button, which basically allows you to turn it on and save fuel while driving. And right here you do have the button to turn off the interior sensors for the alarm system, button to turn off your vehicle stability assist, and the lever to adjust the level of the headlight. HR-V floor mats for this car. And right above the bonnet release lever, you have the lever to release your fuel flap. The driver's seat in this HR-V 1.8E does get full manual adjustments. The This lever controls your seat back, this lever controls your seat height, and this bar down here controls your seat position. Alright. So let's go ahead and see how she revs. The HRV 1.8E does get a touch panel single zone automatic climate control system as standard. All of your controls are located down here, and as the name suggests, the buttons are actually touch sensitive, so you just have to put your finger above the desired area to use that particular function. You do have your fan speed to the left, temperature to the right, different modes right here, and down below you do have your front and rear defrost, recirculation, outside air, air conditioning, on-off button, and your automatic mode. The HRV 1.8E gets a monitor audio head unit with a 5-inch color display, various media connectivity options, and 4 speakers for the sound system. I must say, for stock sound system, the speakers in the HRV do sound quite decent. The display is not actually touchscreen, so you do have to use the controls around the display to navigate through the menus. Down below you do have your 6 customizable stations. Right above you do have your CD player, it is MP3 compatible, eject button for your CD player, and right here if you press the button you can dim the display, turn the display off just displaying the time, and going back to the display being turned on. You can adjust the brightness of the display by using this knob right here. Right here, if you hit the radio button, you can go to your FM AM menus, and under those menus you can look at your list of available radio stations in the area, tune to your desired radio stations, so on and so forth. If you hit the CD auxiliary button, it basically cycles between your different media options, and as the button suggests, you do have your CD and auxiliary media options, but you also do have your USB and Bluetooth audio streaming. Right here you do have your volume and power knob, seat track buttons, and if you notice on the screen, you do have your play pause buttons. It corresponds with the number that is down below. So if you want to pause the song, just hit number 2, and if you want to play it back, just hit number 1. If you hit the menu button right here, you can go to your system menu where you can adjust the clock, play mode, now playing list, and your settings. Under settings, you can set your Bluetooth settings, display settings, wallpaper, color theme, language, clock format, and all that. If you hit the button, you can go to your different playlists or folders. Right here, you can access your sound system settings with your bass treble, balance and fader, speed, volume. And right above, you can access your Bluetooth telephone menu where you can set your speed dial, call history, look at your phone book, dial a number, redial the last number, and set up your phone. And we are currently in your Bluetooth audio streaming menu with your current song playing information. You do have the song number, song title, album, artist, and your Bluetooth device name. Central locking, power folding mirrors, since the 1.8e does not come with cruise control, hence that's why the right spoke is empty. But on the left spoke, you do have your audio controls with your volume, seat track buttons, and the source button allows you to go between your different media sources. Down below, you do have your on-hook, off-hook buttons for the Bluetooth telephone system. On the left stalk, you do have your wiper controls, and on the right stalk, you do have your light and indicator controls. If you locate the button, right up here, you can go through your different multi-information display menus within the instrument cluster. Right now, you do have your mileage and trip A, range and trip A, average fuel consumption and trip A, average fuel consumption and trip B, and back to your mileage and trip A. Right above, you do have your instant fuel consumption, time, and down below, you do have your outside temperature and fuel gauge. The steering wheel in this car is tilt and telescopic. You adjust it using this lever down here. Down here you do have a bit of storage. And you do have more storage right here, together with your USB port, auxiliary port, and a power outlet. Quite an interesting center console design for Honda. The HR-V does come equipped with an electronic parking brake, and the lever is located right here. It is currently engaged. To disengage it, put your foot on brake and push the lever down. To engage it, simply pull the lever back up. You also do have a brake hold function for the parking brake, whereby if activated, the car is in drive and you arrive at a stop, you lift your foot off the brake. The car won't actually move forward or roll back if you do have the system activated. Right here you do have a couple of cup holders. It is quite deep, but if your cup or bottle is not that big, you can always pull the partition out. so you do have a shallower cup holder. Adjustable center armrest, with storage down below, manual dimming, rear view mirror. You do have your interior lights right above, and the driver's side does get a sun visor with a vanity mirror. Grip handle for the driver. Alright. So I guess that's it for the startup. We can turn it off right now. And continue with the rest of the tour. The rear door handles are mounted within the C-pillar. You do have your window control right there, speaker down there, together with a storage area. Now, the rear seats in the HR-V are very versatile. You can have it in several different positions according to your liking. So let me just show you the several positions you can configure the seats to. The first position is the seat back can actually be had in two different steps. One is more upright and one is more laid back. Just use the lever you use to fold the seat back down and move the seat back. Same goes for this side. So you have a more laid back position. The second position is folding the rear seat backs down. First, you must make sure the headrests are all the way down. Then locate the levers on either sides of the headrests, pull it, and then flip the seat back down. Same goes for this side. Locate the lever next to the headrest, pull it, and flip the seat back down. You can move the seat belt out of the way if you do not want the seat belt obstructing you. The third way to configure the seats is by grabbing the seat base, flipping it up, and then locking the seat base into place by pushing this lever down. To fold the seat base back down, simply reverse the steps that you did to fold the seat bases up. Unlock this, then flip the seat base down. I did set the driver's seat to a position that I would feel comfortable in. I'm about 5'7", which is about 1.7 meters tall. There is actually a bit of room to stretch out my feet underneath the driver's seat. But as for legroom, I do get quite a lot, about this much. However, I get only about this much of headroom. But it is quite comfortable back here. Surprisingly, it is quite roomy. You do have storage pockets on the front seat backs. No rear center armrest for this one. But you do get grip handles on the ceiling, with a hook for this side. Your interior lights right above. You also do have a cup holder down there. To open up the rear hatch, go towards the rear hatch itself and locate a touchpad right beneath the Honda badge. Boot capacity in the HR-V measures 437 litres with all the rear seats in place. Fold the rear seats down and remove the cargo cover to reveal 1,462 litres of space. To the left of the boot, there is a light that illuminates the area, and this HR-V does have a boot tray fitted on the boot floor. Remove the boot tray and lift up the boot floor to reveal some storage, the vehicle's warning triangle, and a toolkit. Underneath this section is the HR-V's spare tyre. The rear doors open quite wide and an almost 90-degree angle, which does aid entry and exit into the rear seats. You do get adjustable headrests front and rear. You do get your storage area down there together with your bottle holder and speaker. And right up here you do have your window control. The front passenger seat in this HR-V 1.8e does get full manual adjustments as well. It just loses out on the height adjustment as found on the driver's side. You do get quite a big glove box. Triple aircon vents for the passenger side. Grip handle for the front passenger. And the front passenger's sun visor does get a vanity mirror as well. Alright, so let's start it up with the door closed. Alright, so that's it for the startup and full vehicle tour video of this 2015 Honda HR-V 1.8e. Thanks for watching and goodbye.